Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to another first look. This time this is Snow Plowing Simulator, which is in early access. I want to say a big thanks first of all to Playway and FreeMind, who have sent over a copy very kindly for me to have a look at. I don't know much about it, so I thought we'd dive into it together. It is early access, and there is a little tab here which explains what's going on with early access versus the full release, just in case you fancied picking this up. It's probably worth just having a quick look at this list. It tells you the progress towards these different pieces that they're calling out. So unavailable truck, the option of clearing snow with a truck and plows designed for it is not available in the full version. It'll be available with a choice of 2 plows, so you can see that's the progress. Controller support, that's not enabled yet, so we're going to be on the mouse and keyboard for today for this first look. Some errors in the 3D models don't affect gameplay but can be annoying, so there's a patch coming out as soon as possible for that. Some of the snow looks a little bit jagged in the game, and the sound is really loud in my headphones. We'll see how we get on with that. Snow will be improved going forward, and it won't look like peaks. The tools, navigation radio inside the pickup are not enabled at the moment, but they will be for the full game, so you need to use the map to find out where you're going at the moment. Vehicles consume fuel, as we would expect, and in the full game you would need to go and refuel your pickup, etc. in your vehicles. New tools. There's lots of stuff available for purchase in the full game. That's not an option just now in this release. There is tyre wear, again that's not enabled. Tool wear as well, that's not enabled. And thieves, if you leave the plough anywhere and lose sight of it, there's a chance that someone will like it and they'll come and nick it. So everywhere you go there's people like that, isn't there? So as long as we understand that, then we're good to go. I will tell you that in the settings, if I look at the graphics settings, I have got everything up to epic, as you can see, just so you know what it looks like compared to if you were running it on your system. We'll see how we get on with that. If there are some graphical errors, as it's just said in that early access list, then we'll look to tone that down a little bit just for a better experience. But I'm just going to check the sound levels. I think it's okay. So let's start a new game, shall we? And we'll jump right in. So we've got 3 modes. Fun disables all the difficulties and just travel round and complete orders. Realistic's the most frequently chosen, where there is some effort, and then there's extreme mode. I think we'll go for realistic. And wow, it's a bit dark in here, isn't it? Have I got E to see the equipment? Have I got like a... Oh, there's my guy, look. Have I got a torch? I haven't got a torch. Okay, it's pretty dark in here. That's not a good start. Is that because it's just like nighttime? There is a light over there. I think it's guiding me towards the light. Thanks to the weather station, you can see what weather awaits you and how best to avoid the cold. Oh, that's the weather station. There's the office light. Let's do that. That's better. Now we can see. We don't need a torch. We've got a map over this side. On the map, you can view the tasks to be completed and get to know the area. It's not used for teleportation. Also, remember, anytime you can bring up the map where you can find the information by pressing the M key by default. I haven't changed that key, so it is M. So that's our map. I don't know what kind of scale that is, what kind of size it is, but we will find out. You can click on this board to save the game. That's fair enough. We've got some nice pictures going on. What else have we got in the office? We've got some certificates over here. Amanda's done a bit of a certificate there for the police department. So are we linked to the police in some way? There is an online shop on your computer. You'll find software to connect to an online store where you can buy tools, plows, clothes that keep you warm, power-up products that give you energy to work, and equipment or medication if you get sick. And the items will become available at different stages of the game, and don't spend all the budget at once. I think that's good advice. Can we pick anything up here? I'm just clicking as I'm going. All information that appears on the screen is remembered, and the number next to the icon indicates how much of this information is stored. You can always go in and see messages that you missed by clicking on the little information icon or pressing I. Okay. There's a kettle. That will come in handy, definitely. There's the office door. Oh, social table. Hot coffee or tea will keep you warm when you get too cold. Remember to restock in the store. You can buy a thermos to take a warming drink with you. It's quite expensive, but it's worthwhile. Okay, so there must be some kind of survival. Look at the speed of the clock, by the way. You can nap for a few hours by using the clock, but look at the speed. I think each day cycle, by default, is set to 16 real minutes. That was the default, so I've just left it at that for now. And we'll see how we get on. So, what's in this room? That's the door to the private room. Does that actually open? Oh no, we've no key for that. We've got the garage. Oh, let's have a look in the garage then. Let's see what we've got. It's actually snowing really bad outside, look. Here's a pickup truck. So it looks like we don't have to buy a pickup truck to begin with. We got a first aid kit. That probably makes common sense. Oh dear me, what have we got on this wall? I think we best skip over that. Oh dear, look at this one. That's if you get bored. You can drive a pickup all over the world, and over time, when you buy the right plow, you can clear snow from the roads. The pickup is equipped with the standard WSAD control and automatic transmission. So, with the Fix-It Handyman Simulator, you know I had some trouble controlling the vehicle with those keys because I'm just not used to it. I always play with a controller generally, but we have no controller controller support, I should say, as yet in this early access. So we'll go with it. It says if you dig yourself up somewhere off the road with a pickup and you can't get out, call the roadside assistance with J. Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to think now where we get our first mission from. We've got plenty of gear in our little garage here. I can't get out around there. Let me have a look. If we want to drive off, how do we get the doors open? Do we press something here? So there's a gate opening there. Let's just have a look what's through this. Oh, yeah, we can have a walk outside show and have a look at the snow. Pub Garage Prologue. Oh, okay, so we're starting. So clearing the path to the entrance to the office. You won't make any money from it, but you will allow customers to place orders. Remember to buy the right tool. Okay, so we've got to clear the snow from here. So, what tools have we got? We've got no tools at the minute. Just having a look how we get... Hold Q to see what needs to be cleared out of the snow. So I'm holding... Oh, there we go. It's round this corner, look. This is where we're meant to be. Clearing the snow. We've got some available functions which I was just looking at in the bottom left-hand corner. This will give you hints on what we need to do next. You can see that there. But if I hold Q now, that's what I'm meant to be clearing. So, how do I select a tool? Where am I going to get the tools from? Do we need to go back inside? Probably. Do I need to order something? Let's have a look. In the store. Yeah, so $50 we can buy this little small snow shovel. So we're going to have to get that for this job, I think. We can change the tyres on the vehicles. There's different plows which will come available. Claws. Well, this is all we've got. A thin sweater. What else? Power-ups. Okay, they're open at different times. So we can buy food. So we must have a little health meter somewhere which we'll look for. Oh, we got tomato soup there. Chips. No, they are not chips. They are crisps. Chips are soggy potato things that you get deep fried. Medicine. $100 for tea. Right, this has got to be an American game. It's got to be. I mean, it's in dollars. $100 for tea. I bet coffee's dirt cheap. No, it's $100 as well. Wow, it's not very cheap, is it, round here? Hand cream. Oh, two sorts of hand cream. Aspirin and a thermos for $500. It did say, didn't it, that it wasn't cheap. Right, so we're going to buy this because we need it. $50. Right, so we've got that now in delivery. Small shovel. It'll be delivered by a courier. So where does it get delivered? Oh, I hear somebody coming. Where are you? Some items purchased in the store will be delivered by a courier. You'll know the courier's arrived. He'll definitely honk. An appropriate message will appear. And this is the place where couriers leave the parcels. Right, so I heard him. Where's he? Oh, there it is. How did he get in? Right, there's no footprints, but he's delivered it. I'm not going to argue. That is too much. Right. So let's select a tool, shall we? So if we press number 1, let's press Q to see where we do the snow removal. Another pop-up: when you carry out a property snow removal order, a map of the property appears in the upper right-hand corner. The building is marked in grey. The area for snow removal is marked in blue. The value represents how many % of the order you've completed. So that's similar to power washing sim, isn't it? You got a percentage when you were doing the power washing, which was always quite useful. When the order is completed, it will change to green, and it means you can already hand in the work. Above the map, there's also an icon of the tool you're currently holding in your hand. So there's a little map there up at the top. We've done 0%. So how do we actually... Do we just do that? How do we... Well, let's do that again. We've got this in our hand. See what needs to be cleared is all that. So how do we actually... Is there like a third person? Is what I want to know. Let's just... Ah, okay, so it's dead easy. We point and click. Point and click is what we're doing. So that's pretty straightforward. I don't know if there's a third person. I think third person will be quite handy. As I click it, it is selecting the next area for me. So I'm not actually doing that. Let me just press Q again. Oh yeah, there's loads of it. So I press that, and it moves me forward slightly so I can go in a straight line. So I'm not controlling the direction at all. We've done 7.1%. And we'll get, hopefully, we'll get a bigger job than this just after this one. Well, this is quite good. I could get used to this. I wish the shoveling was a bit faster, but we'll get there. Let's just see where we are with the queue. Oh, I've gone right off the queue now. Let's right. Let's go down here, shall we? And we'll do this side. Yeah, because there you go. There's still a little bit to do. And we'll get that percentage up. It's going to take us... Well, it's going about 0.5% each shovel. Just over. It just depends. Depends if we get a full shovel or not. So it's going to take us a while to get it all done. It's going to be fun when we actually get something connected to a vehicle. That is going to be fun. Let's go for Q again. In fact, if I do it from here... See, I'm using the WASD again, and because I'm not a pro, it's obviously a bit more. It's a bit more difficult for me, but we'll get there. Let's go straight across here, straight in front of the door. I should probably shut the door, to be honest. That would have been a bit better, wouldn't it? We're still going right out here. Still only 15%. Let's just have a little bit out of this corner, shall we? And if I move backwards, let's just make sure we've got all this loose stuff. Q. See, look how fast it goes dark. I might change that, you know. I might change it. Rather than having it 16 minutes, I might make that daytime longer. I don't know, you know, as far as I don't know if that just controls the day and night, obviously, because if it's really dark for longer than 16 minutes, that might be a pain. But actually, I would like the days to last a little bit longer. Let me just have a look at the settings. You'll see what I mean. Is it in the efficiency? Not in the efficiency. Other. So, how many minutes does a day last for? Right, 16. So you can have it as an hour. So, shall we whack it to an hour? What does that do? Oh, right. So, if you want to know where you're clearing the snow, right, you can leave it on. Let's just see what that does. And I think that means the blue should stay rather than us pressing Q. Is that right? It stays on. So there you go. So I can leave that on now. Now, I don't know if that's very realistic or not. I don't know if I like that or not. But at least we can see where we're going, if that makes sense. So let's leave it on for now, because it might be handy while we get used to it. Then if we want a bit more challenge, we can just leave that off. So let's get these remaining bits of blue off here. And then we'll start. I need to be a bit more methodical. We've hit a letterbox. You can check what your task is or report the order to the client. Okay, so that's where we can get orders from, so that's fine. Properties which you work are available when your work is appreciated by the client. They recommend you to the next person. You'll not be able to enter the premises until you receive such a recommendation. That's quite nice. Some properties, despite the recommendation, will still not be available until you clear the access road. So follow the announcements carefully. So there's a bit of prep to do there. And the blue went off, so let's put that back on. Let's get a lot of this done. This'll take a big chunk out of the percentage. So let's do this. I mean, I think we're not going to get every single little bit of the blue off. And I think it said that, didn't it? It said that it will give you, see like this bit here, for example. I don't think you need to get every bit. As long as you're in the sort of around the 100% mark, you know, give or take, I think it's going to let us pass the mission. So I'll just take out a little bit of this. And then we'll go straight towards the door, I think. I could get into this. I mean, progress is very slow with just a shovel, but you've got to start off. Once we get a plough actually connected up to the pickup truck, I can imagine this is going to be quite good fun. So I think now, if I can angle myself right, I can make myself head towards the door like this, and we can start as we mean to go on. So let's just do that. Here's the bit that we started on. It's going to look, I mean, it's not going to look the neatest job, is it? But, you know, it's progress. And as long as we can get in and out of the office door, I mean, it's quite deep, this snow, to be fair. I think if you're a professional, you know, snow person like this, I think you wouldn't have let it build up quite like that. But calories, during the work, you use up energy. You can see it in the bar in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. So it's the top bar. To replenish energy, you need to eat the power-up, which you can buy in the store. So that's where we saw the tomato soup and all that kind of stuff. When you're tired of freezing, you're more likely to get sick. Remember, the more pockets you have in your clothes, the more power-up you can take with you. Okay, so we've got 4,482 calories up there. So we'll see how we get on, and then we'll go and get an apple or whatever we need. So each time I do that, the snow area, the cleanup area disappears. But it's fine. How are we doing? We're on 34%. So far, so good. I can actually get into this. You know, it's quite relaxing. That's the thing I like about some of these games, is that, you know, there's no drama. You can just, like, spend a little bit of time chilling out, doing a few tasks and building up your business in these types of games. It's what I quite like, you know. Nothing too complicated, but still quite engaging. I mean, right now, this is just on PC in early access. I don't know the long-term plan for it as far as when they will come out of early access. It doesn't say that. I have no information on that. Likewise, I don't have... I know you guys will ask me, but I don't have any information yet on if this would come to console as well. But this... I always say it. This would be perfect to come to console, something like this. So let them tackle the controller support first, I think, in the early access. And then we'll keep our eye on it, and we'll play this a little bit, and we'll see how it progresses. If I can find out any information about a future console release, I'll also tell you as well. But I'm just going to go to the Steam page for this, and just whilst we're doing it, I'll tell you what it says on the Steam page while I'm going in a straight line. You start your adventure in the middle of a town with a simple shovel, manually clearing the snow from sidewalks and garage driveways. And once you've made some extra money, it's time to buy more and more serious machines and vehicles. The more efficient equipment you have, the more sophisticated tasks will be available to you to do in more and more interesting places. Explore the town and its surroundings while admiring the breathtaking scenery. Remember, however, the weather in the mountains can surprise you, and from sunny in the valley it can turn into a real mountain snowstorm in a few minutes, which will keep you overnight in hostile mountains. So we're going to have plenty of that. Tomato soup and a thermos eventually, just in case we get caught out somewhere. I think that's what that is trying to tell us. Oh, we've found a collectible, apparently. If you don't find a collectible within a few minutes, a marker will appear showing its position. You can disable this in the main menu, so it doesn't make it too easy. By default, it's enabled. Right, well, I'm going to go for that. Where's the collectible then? It said I had a collectible. Have I kind of like... What do I do with it? I don't know. Maybe I picked it up without knowing. Maybe I just had to walk into it. Anyway, I don't see one, do you? Where's the queue? Right there. I'll go back to the Steam page in a minute. Check the weather forecast, choose the right clothes, and take energy drinks with you just in case. It says always work hard. Not only can a satisfied customer pay you extra money, but he'll also recommend you to his friends. Nothing develops a business as good as good contacts. I think that's quite a nice addition to the game, that you can get work on recommendations, because that's what would happen, wouldn't it, if you had your own work like that. Any business works like that if you can get a good reputation going. So that's quite nice how they've put that in. Likewise, what if you do a terrible job? What the hell was that? Did you hear that? Was that a storm? That's thunder, isn't it? Do you know what? Actually, you know, that snow just coming down, the crack at the thunder is pretty good. That made me stop what I was doing to have a listen. So the weather system, from what I can see just now, just this initial stage, is actually quite good. And I'm assuming we're going to get blizzards and all sorts of stuff going forward, so I quite like that. I wondered if it was an avalanche at first. I'm not sure. So, some of the features that we've got in the game, several dozen different levels to be passed, including work on properties, parking lots, alleys and roads. Oh, there's a collectible, just while we're at it. Let's just... $500. How do I get that? Do I just, like, scoop it? Nope, I don't scoop it. How do I get it? Wait a minute. Do I need to take the... Oh, drop the shovel. Now can I pick it up? Nope, that's got the shovel again. So how do I just walk into it? Nope, so how do I pick that up? Do I just highlight it? See, that's $500, I want that. Let's just choose the tool again. Scroll to change the tool. Right, so I should, if I drop it. Right, I've dropped it, so now I'm back to the hands. So do I just click it? How do I get that? Do I need to make it... Oh, there you are. I can see there's a little red dot. I don't know if you can see that. Against the white snow. See the dot? There's a little cursor. So if I highlight that and click it, there you go. That's how you do it. So we got $500 for that. Let me get the shovel back out again. So we want to... Oh, I've still got the shovel. Okay, that was weird because it told me I had... it told me I had dropped it. Hang on. No, there it is. Right, we're back. I think we're back in business. Wait. Press 1 for the shovel. There. And then you got to click. So 1 to select it. Click the mouse button to actually pick it up. Okay, right, we're on 75% by the way of the snow. Other features, open world with a small mountain town, varied mountain terrain with many narrow and steep mountain roads, a dozen or so different tools for manual snow removal with different work efficiency and operating systems, various vehicles for more demanding tasks which include tractors, pickup trucks and trucks, a system of interchangeable plows for vehicles that completely change the operating characteristics, an advanced weather system which I think we've had a little bit of experience on in this one, which is also including a day and night system, which I know quite a few of you like a day and night system and see that as very important, and especially the transition between day and night as well. There's 3 game modes: linear leveling, open world, and RPG for the more inquisitive players. So that's what it says on Steam at the moment. Temperature, be sure to watch your temperature. The most important thing is good clothing adapted to the weather conditions. If the temperature remains below normal for a long time, it's very likely you'll get sick and have to buy and take medicine. To warm up, you can go back to the hub, get into a pickup truck, or have a warm drink. You can drink in the hub from an espresso machine or kettle, but you can also take a warm drink with you in a thermos, and a thermos is great for convenience. So they've told us that, haven't they, a little bit. We're at 36 degrees at the minute, so we are still, we're in the green, so we're not too cold. If we get cold, we'll just dive in the office there. Let me just press Q again. We're at 88%. Let's see how we get on with this now. I think it's going to tell us that this mission is pretty much done. We just go up the side here. I think that is the mission done. So it did say we're not going to get any money for this. It's fine. It's just a practice. So let's do that. So let's do that. %. Still keep an eye on them calories. 3,800 calories. We're all right. So I reckon a couple more scoops. 98.6. See how accurate it's going to be. 99.3. Oh, 99.7, and we've still not passed it. So I can see there's a tiny bit there. And I can see a tiny bit there. Let's turn around. And we've still got a little bit down this edge, actually. So let's get rid of that. And that. Yeah, it's going up now, look. Just this edging, I think. Anytime now. So it does, we do have to be quite accurate. There you are, 100%. So, how do we get, like, off this job now? We're at 100%. See, hold Q to see what needs clearing. Right, there's nothing that needs clearing. Oh, it seems a bit weird that we've had to leave this bit in. You know what I mean? Seems a bit odd. But we are at 100%. So turn the interface on or off. So do we go back? Do we go back in here and do anything? Just go back out. See, it says 100%. Ah, there we go. Right. So clearing the path from the entrance to the office. Well, we've already done this, haven't we? We've already done that. Right, so we've done it. So how do we get out of it? There's nothing else I need to do, is there? So it says press I to see the list of messages. This is everything that we've read so far, I think. So that's everything we did. So that's fine. Is there a way to come out of the message now? I'm not sure, you know. How do we... So we got the map. That's fine. That's how we save the game. Do we need to go... That's the store, so... What are our list of jobs that we do next? I don't know if we've completed this, you know. Is there somewhere else? Let's just have a quick look. We came out of here originally. We should probably shut that door because it's probably freezing in there now. Let's just press Q again. Right, I don't see anything else. I'm wondering how that 100% gets, you know, removes itself and we're back to normal. Tyres. When you buy tyres, the courier will leave them outside the garage against the wall. After a while, they'll lose grip. Yep, that's all fair enough. Just looking if there's anywhere we need to... Do we need to open the gate? Pass all the levels in the garage first. Right, some other levels in the garage, so what are they? Let's have another look around. Right, you don't know where the key is for that. What else do I need to do in here? Let's just have a look. Right, we can open that. Let's just do that anyway, just for the fun of it. What other levels in the garage have we got? And where do we pick them up? Right, we tried going that way before, didn't we? Don't know where the keys are, so we can't go out in the truck. That's another thing we can't do. Do we... I can't remember where it said we pick up jobs from. Let's look in the store. Tyres, plows, clothes, power up. Shall we buy a cookie while we're here? Let's buy a cookie. So we've done that. Just so we've got it. The cookie is in the inventory, that's fine. Now where do we pick up the task from? This is what I've got an issue with. I can't think. I thought it was going to say, well done, you've done all the job. I don't... Right, shall we just try... Shall we try... and just do... a little bit more of this, shall we? There's little bits of blue, can you see? Is it asking us to get every single piece even though we're 100%? I don't know. There's a little piece there, look. Is it being that pickety about it? I'm just looking now. Any more blue anywhere? I can't see any. So I'm just going to clear some out. Because to me, why would you leave this big clump here? You'd do it, you know, you'd do it all together, wouldn't you? It's not affecting the overall percentage because we're at 100. Let me just bring up the map. It says press the left mouse to show the goal. Can we zoom in on that map? I don't think we can zoom in on the map. So we are in the prologue. So that must be the goal. That's fine, but what do we do next? That's what I can't work out. We can't get out of there because we haven't got the keys. Pass all the levels in the garage, but where'd you get the levels from? That's what I'm bothered about. Right, let's have another proper look, shall we? Do you want to save the game? Well, let's do that. Because we've not done that. You know what happens if you don't save it. Right, we need jobs. We need to move between jobs. Or find something else to do in here. Right, there's nothing clickable there. I mean, we got the kettle. Don't have tea, you got to buy it first. Right, that's fine. You know what? Let's buy some tea, shall we? I don't want to use up all my money, but let's go to here. And wait, what happened to the drinks? There was coffee and tea in here. Where's that gone? It's changed, hasn't it? We now got burgers and all sorts of stuff in here, but where? Oh, it's here. It's in objects. Why is it in objects? Shall we buy some tea? I'm going to buy some tea. It's on the social table. You'll find the social table. There we are. 99 tea portions. Right, so we'll do that. Do you want to drink tea now? It'll let you warm up. Go on then. Does that warm me up? It says we've got 98 tea. Oh, so that's it. Right, so it's just not animated. So I don't want to do another one. I'll just use it up. So I've got 98 tea portions left. Right, which is fair enough. Let's just have a quick look at the weather in the mountains. 5.5 degrees centigrade. There is a storm coming up, look, at 2 o'clock. So that's fine. But what am I doing with this job? I don't get it. Oh, click on the mailbox. Does that mean does that finish the job? Do you want to pass the job? There you go. I'm not reading the advice. I'm not reading the advice. To finish the job, you got to go to the mailbox. If you were screaming that at me, I'm sorry I couldn't hear you. It's probably took me way longer than I should because I could have done that straight away. As soon as I got 100%, probably saved about 10 minutes. So that was wind-blown snow that we did. And obviously we didn't get any money, but we shifted 1,500 kilograms. But the important thing is customers can come to the office now without any problems. There's still snow removal on the driveways to the garage gates. Buy a more powerful tool. And you can buy a scraper now, so you can work a bit faster. So let's have a look for a scraper then. Well, first of all, what job do we need to do? Right, so we've got a bit more to do, as you can see. So if I go back in here and look for a scraper, hopefully we've got some money. Small scrapers, $200. We've got $849. So I'm going to buy it. So that's in delivery. The guy's going to toot his horn at me any minute. Where's he at? Has he arrived yet? Oh, here he is. Right, where's he going to do? Oh, there he is. Look at that. He does that. Honestly, he's like Father Christmas. He turns up and you never see him. A shovel is a tool you push in front of you. It has a maximum load capacity. When the amount of snow on the shovel reaches its maximum lifting capacity, the snow will be dropped. This can cause a lot of trouble, but that's life. It's then best to use a basic shovel to scatter it so that the direction of the shovel is changing in the future when the amount of snow on it is approaching the limit. Right. Dump it in a place that does not need to be cleared of snow. Now, if I do that, I could dump it over here, and then it might tell me in the next job that it wants me to actually move that snow. So we'll try it, shall we? So we want to select a tool, and we want the small scraper this time. So we want number 2. Or can we just... Let's just have a look at that. I wonder if that's done it, because it's small shovels highlighted in green. So let's have a look. I think that's still the small one. We do that to select a tool. Number 2 is what we want, and I can't pick number 2. So is there a way I can... Oh, is that... Hang on, have I got the right one now? No, still not got the right one. Wait a minute. This is all going wrong now. So I should be able to press key 2 to get the small scraper. And it says scroll. Oh, scroll to change the tool. So that's better. Now I've got it. Right, okay. So let's do this. Right, that's what I wanted. Ah, okay. So that's what we do. We push it like it said. So let's put Q back on again, and let's go this way, and let's do it again. Okay, this is weird. Right, so it told us to... Let's just do... Right, so we do little blocks like that, and then we scatter it with the other, didn't it? That's what it said. So let's try that. Let's keep my finger down on that. And let's go there, and let's do another one. Right, and then let's do that. And that bit. Right, so we've got some blocks there like that, so let's just try this. So if we do that, and then switch to the small shovel, and then if I go, well, first of all, let's get rid of that. And come up to this bit where we've shoveled it. What's this going to do now? That's doing it. We can still do it with this, but it takes longer. Whereas now, if I come back and these big piles of snow that we've got, and I get rid of these. 14%. That wind's getting up, listen to that. So let's just do this again. I'm assuming I'm doing this correct. I don't know if I'm just spreading it around or what. But the percentage is going up. So back to this bit. Let's just get this edge. We're actually putting it into the garage, look. That's not very good. So I pile it up like this, and then we get rid of it. And it does actually, I get 20 odd kilograms. Can you see that? 21 kilograms I just got on one shovelful. So I would say that's working. Just got to pile it up first. So let's try this big pile that we've done. Got 12 kilograms there. This should be a big one. 25 kilograms on that shovel. 21. So the percentage is going up slower, but we've got a bigger area, which is why. This is where I'm going to have to keep an eye on the calories, because I think this job's going to take a little bit more out of us. I just hope that the snow is being moved and not put back on where I'm going to go next. Because we don't want to create jobs for ourselves, do we? Let's go to the other tool. So we'll just select that. Now I know how to scroll between. So like there, you get like the 50 kilograms of snow. Well, that was 100 kilograms there. So let's do this. Push that along like you do. Right. Right, let's do a few of these. So it clears this bit out and then we scatter it. That's the idea. Is that percentage? I keep pressing the wrong button. Apologies for that. Moving the percent. Oh, I've done it again, look. Let's get rid of that. We don't need to eat a cookie yet. We've still got 2,000 calories. So let's just push that. I'm all fingers and thumbs at the moment. That's why the other button keeps coming up. So let's just go back to the edge here. I just actually missed a bit, I think, at the edge. So piling it, we still need to get rid of it. But we're making it a little bit more neater, if you will. So let's do this edge. Right. Let's do it neatly, and we'll get rid of this little bit. What's that doing to the percentage? Not a lot. So it is time consuming, but if you've ever cleared a path, I mean, we don't get a lot of snow, I'll be honest. But when I have cleared a path, it's taken a long time. I mean, I can't imagine doing it on this scale, you know. But that is clearing away, as you can see. So it's 24 each time I do it. 24 kilograms. So it's getting a bit less now we've come out of those little piles that we did. We'll just work our way down this edge. I'll just go to where the piles are. So that's as far as that pile goes. So we'll do the same here and we'll make a few more with the larger scraper that we've got. It's just about getting a routine together and a method for it. See, that snow that I'm sort of flicking away, where's that going? That's what I want to know. Or are we not meant to ask that question? Because I had a feeling that if I didn't go and take it actually out from around this garage area, it would just pile up again, you know. Anyway, I'll take that though. So if I change the tool now to this and do a few more of these. Then I think we've got our routine going. Let's do that one. Oops, there's no snow there. Let's do that. And then again here. It's just tricky on the keys. I think with controller support, then it's going to be a lot better for some of us. Not all of us. Some of us. Keep doing that. I don't know what button I'm pressing to actually get that to come up, but with a controller, I personally would prefer it a lot more. So we'll see what happens when that comes out in early access. Hopefully that's hot on the list. It did say that when we looked at that little graphic at the beginning, it was quite a way forward, that, in the grand scheme of things. So I still find being back new to PC again, a lot of the time I'm looking down at the keyboard still, looking where things are. And when I don't, that's where I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Whereas with a controller, obviously, you know, your muscle memory tells you where the buttons are, and you don't have to do that as much. So it's just personal choice, isn't it? And what you're used to. Obviously, you can see that this job is taking way longer than the last one did. It's fine. It's all good. So we're nearly at the edge here. Let's just take this all the way forward, because we don't need to use the scraper for everything, just the larger area. So once we get into the end here, then we can keep using the original one that we've got. But you see, it definitely doesn't pile up as much as the other one does. So if I do this now, go to the small scraper, just come to the edge of where I want to be, and I should leave my finger on it. There you go. Do the same again. That is helping us move along a little bit. So yeah, I was looking for that. I was looking for that mailbox. I knew there was something it did tell me in the instructions, but I couldn't remember how to confirm the job. It came right at the beginning, that instruction. So I'm glad it popped back up again to let us know what to do with that. Let's get the small shovel out, and let's get rid of some of this, shall we? By rights, that's what I mean. This should be now spreading this over where I've already cleared, but it isn't. But I also have been lifting my finger off as we go. And you don't have to. I've got my finger on the mouse now, and it's just cutting through, as you can see. And it's going through the snow. So, again, you know, you can do it whichever way you want. I was clicking it, letting it do a scoop, and clicking it again, but you can keep your finger on it. Might wear the batteries out in your mouse, but... Right, so that's not bad. We got through quite a bit there. But you can see the area it kind of clears is nowhere near like the other one. So let's get this loose stuff, because we've already piled all this up. And we're coming up to kind of halfway through this bigger job. Now I want to get riding the vehicles round and having a look around the map, but that might come in a future video, because there's obviously a few jobs we're going to have to do here at the garage first before we can do it, and before we can get the vehicles out. So we'll do a couple more, but make sure on this video you let me know what you think. Is it something you're interested in? Will you wait for it to come to console? Will you get it on PC? I think right now, in early access, I think it's about £11 on the Steam store. So it's not a bad price at the moment, and of course, you know, early access has benefits, and it has things going against it. So the benefit is you can usually get an early access game a little bit cheaper. The one of the disadvantages, of course, is that the game isn't ready. It's not fully released yet. So in some ways, you're going to help to test. So you know, you're not going to be able to pick it up and play all the way through it. So, you know, just keep that in mind, of course. I know a lot of you guys are old gaming veterans, so you know, you understand all that. But it's a good opportunity to get involved early on if you want to do it that way. And you've seen how it plays so far. It's pretty straightforward. Do need to get onto some bigger jobs, but, you know, you don't want it to be just a quick progression. You want to actually, you know, do something properly, don't you? When you are inappropriately dressed, you start to lose your temperature. When your temperature goes below 36, you can have a drink of something warm or go in the garage. Well, you know what we'll do? Let's go back and have a cup of tea because, you know, we bought the tea. Let's do it, shall we? So, do you want a tea? Yeah, go on then. So now we've got 97 portions left. That actually didn't warm me up very much. Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. I'm back up to 36.6. Do you know what else we'll do as well? We'll... where can we eat the cookies? That's what I want to know. Because I've got a cookie. Where's the inventory? E to see the equipment. So we got a cookie. Actually, that didn't give me many calories at all, that cookie, you know. It added a few, but it didn't give me many. So we're going to have to watch that. Let's get Q back on again. And what we should probably do is go for the small scraper and do this. And then come back and do this one with a small scraper and we might get through it. Because these are only small bits now that are left. Right, so we do that. Then let's switch to the small shovel. It's giving me that message because it thinks I'm trying to get out the fence. But I'm not. I'm trying to actually shovel the snow. So let me turn this way to do that. I need to move forward. More there. Back. So we are about 60% through. Something flashed in the snow. Right, so we've got a collectible coming up, haven't we? Let's just get rid of this bit first. While we're here. Right, so where is that collectible? There's something flashed in the snow, but I don't see it. Right, we'll remember that. We'll come back for that. Unless it's under this bit. There it is. Oh, there's a key. Now, if you remember, we needed a key to get in some of the doors. So that might help us, actually. Let's just get rid of this first. Right, so now I need to drop that. And if you remember, we had a little cursor which was hard to see. Key to a private room. I had a feeling it was going to be under the snow, you know. Let's finish this job first before we go and have a look what's in that room. We'll go back to this scraper again. And we'll do a few blocks of this. It is very relaxing. If I was playing this and not talking, I would be getting even more into this, I think. And obviously in a very first look, we're doing a lot of discovery, finding out how the game works, what buttons we're pressing, what's in the inventory, where we get things from, how we do certain things. Once you've done that, and it becomes second nature, you can get on with just enjoying the game. So I think once we've done this job, we're kind of in that position then to get right into it. I don't know how many levels are actually available or how many jobs are available so far in the early access. It's only released. I think it's just been out a few days. It's not been out long at all, really. I've got a low calorie level now. I'm going to have to go and have a... Let's go and have a look what we've got, shall we? Let me go and do that. If I press shift, does it run? No, it doesn't. Let's go back to the storeroom. Oh yeah, I'm even walking slower. I'm walking slower because I'm running out of calories, which is interesting. Objects, we don't need power up. We need... we can have 1,200 calories from a burger. So shall we buy one of them? I should have brought two. Let's be a complete pig and buy some spaghetti while we're at it. Right, let's do that. We don't need the courier for this, so we go to the inventory, which is E. And we've got 929 calories at the minute, so I eat the burger, that gives me another 1,200. We'll have spaghetti for afters. That puts me back up to 3,000. Right, so I've got the hang of that. That's good. So we can just come in any time and do that. Let's get that back on. We'll finish what we were doing with the small scraper, I should say. Get these nice neat piles going on. %76 done. I don't know whether it's going to ask me eventually to clear all the snow around the garage, but we'll see. We probably won't do all of it in this first look because I'm conscious of the fact that the first look is taking a while. If you're still with me, thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. And this is the very first time I've seen the game. I didn't know anything about it before we fired this up. So, first time learning about it, first time playing about it. Playing about it? First time playing it, not playing about it. Right, that's piled up. So let me go back to the small shovel now. Let's see if we can get rid of some of this. Right, back we go. It's actually probably handy that we leave that on all the time, you know, the blue. Because otherwise you just keep pressing Q all the time. But it is, you know, as you saw, it is your sort of choice. You don't have to do that. In fact, why don't we work our way towards the fence, and then we can just go in a straight line like this and keep going. That should get us a few percent. That's better. We're going to have to come back a couple of times, I think. And it'll tell us we've reached the fence and we can't leave yet because we're going in this direction. So, let's do that again. And already, just like that, we're on 91%, you see. So if you get yourself a good method going... Right, it's back again. Get in there. And this time, when we've done it, we're going to check out straight away by going to that mailbox. I like how he spins the shovel. When you get to the end, he spins the shovel in his hands, you'll notice. Just watch when we get to the fence. You'll see what I mean. Watch when we get to the fence now. There he goes. Clever lad. Right. Well, just for neatness, let's get this bit. We're on 96. So let's have a look around. We've got quite a big pile of it to do here. So let's just get rid of this first. This will help us move on. Calories wise, 2,400. So that's good. Temperature's all good. Take out this big pile. 98.3 complete. Right, so we've got 1%. So let's angle ourselves just to go back here a little bit. See, I'm thinking he might let us get the vehicle out after this. He being the boss. What about this bit? $99.6. So gonna have to come along this edge. I think here is where we've got some missing bits. $99.7. Come on, we're getting there. %. There we go. Right, this time we don't need to work it out. We're going straight to the mailbox. But actually, if we do that, do we need to drop the shovel first? So let's do that. Now can we do it? Yes. So it took us 25 minutes to do that. So you've got to drop the shovel before you can actually select that box. Again, we didn't get paid because we're at our own premises. But we did 81 square meters of snow in 25 minutes. We got 100%. So you've completed all the quests in the hub. Now you can start in the town. Okay, so it says go to the private room and see if there's anything in there. So you finished all the basic quests. You already know how to clear the snow by hand, by tools and props, and you know the general rules. It's time to go out into the world and start carrying out more and more serious orders. And there are some of them ahead of you. Whenever you get lost, you can see the map and see what else needs to be done. Also, remember to solve the riddle that's been bothering the residents for years. Good luck. I don't know what that is. However, anyway, that is all the prologue done. Now, let's just, before we go, let's go in the secret room, shall we? Because we do have the key now. And if I click that... Oh, hey, look at that. I want to believe... That is a reference to the poster that used to be in X-Files. Mulder and Scully. Mulder used to have that on his wall, but it had a big UFO. It didn't look like that, but the font is the same. What have we got in here? We've got a microwave, warehouse storage. We've got various messages. Artifacts table. All artifacts found during the game will appear on this board. That's how you solve the mystery. There's a radio, so you can have a radio on if you want, so if that's copyrighted. Oh, there you go. Some songs are protected by YouTube. You'll not be able to show your gameplay on YouTube if they're played. Well, I've already turned off the music, so we're all right. We've also got a story, which isn't selectable. We got a lamp there. What's this? This little... I don't know what that is. That little box. Old computers down there. We've got some kind of Unix firing up, or DOS. It could be DOS, you know. There is no start disk. Interesting. The plot thickens. We need to find a start disk before we can get that computer going. That'll be somewhere. What else have we got in here? We got the keys. We can ride the pickup. The wardrobe is where we can obviously keep all our clothing. Okay, so that's the... What's the Yeti tape? Oh, don't tell me there's a Yeti. There's got to be a Yeti. Right, I can't click anything on there and make it bigger. So, I don't know if there's a Yeti in this game. That will be interesting. How do we... Let's have a look. Turn on and off the lights. We'll just have a very quick drive, though. The lights were on. There they are. C to switch the camera. So we've got two cameras. Oh, there we go. I was going to say I wasn't able to move, and it's because I need to hold W down a lot to get it to move. Let's just try the emergency lights. Yeah, I can go for that. How do we get out of the place though? Right, hang on. Let's just open this. We'll go for a little drive and we'll get out of here, shall we? Because you guys have been here quite a long time. So we just open it like that. We'll just get in. Let's get the map going. Let's do a left. We'll go across the bridge and we'll go to that first house. And I think that is probably where we would pick up our first job, I bet. Oh, wow. We are sliding in the snow big time. So we're back to the WASD, you know, again, for the driving. And actually, it is, the back end is sliding around a little bit. I'm not going to lie, we probably should have some tyres with chains on, if we haven't already. But this is the first street we're coming to. And I bet if we were now to go to the gate, this is where we could pick up our first job. But I'm not going to do that because that is the end of the prologue, which is what we wanted to do. I think we'll be back next time with a proper job. We'll try and buy some new tools. But as a first look, I hope you've really enjoyed it. I think this has got some potential. It's only early access, remember. So keep that in mind if you do pick it up. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be quite a good game. A really nice concept, and I quite enjoy this type of thing. So, you know, it fits really well with me. So, do leave me a thumbs up. Let me know if you want to see more, and we can work through it. No problem at all. I'll be quite happy to do that, because I'll be doing that anyway. Take it easy, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.